Hello and welcome to Speed Superbikes. Here today we have a Kawasaki GTR1400, probably one of the best touring bikes on the market. That's because obviously it's based on the legendary ZZR1400 motor, so you've got just under 140 brake horsepower combined with an incredibly comfortable riding position, shaft drive, lightweight monocoque chassis. So yeah, sort of much sort of lighter, more agile option compared to something like the earlier Pan-European or Goldwing, but incredibly comfortable and just a real mile muncher. So this bike is a 2010 bike on a 59 plate, very low mileage for its age, just over 27,000 miles. It is a 4-owned from new bike. We do have the original service book with 3 stamps in the book, fully HPI clear obviously, MOT right the way through till March next year. So again, I'll start with the basic spec of the bike. So as I said, the reason the bike is so smooth and so effortless to ride over any sort of distance is you've got that double over a cam liquid cooled fuel injection 1400cc motor, which I say is a derivative of the ZZR 1400 motor. The only major benefit compared to the ZZR is obviously you have shaft drive, whereas the ZZR is obviously chain drive, and obviously higher bars, comfier seat, more leg room, integrated panniers. So power screen, yeah, so just one of the best all-round touring bikes you can buy. I'll go through the bike. So again, pretty much an original bike. There's 1 or 2 little options which I'll go through, but as you can see, original screen, which is electrically powered, in good condition. All original paintwork in the sort of metallic silver grey, and I say generally good all round. A couple of tiny little marks which I'll highlight. Normally they're on the wing mirrors because obviously that you catch those as you're going in and out of the garage. But as you can see, paintwork on the front bumper. There is obviously a little bit of a carbon cover there because I say it's probably had a bit of damage, or it's ran up against something in the garage, probably another bike or something. But generally, as you can see, good all round. Rad cover on the front, save any damage on the radiator. You've got obviously the crash bobbins to protect the fairing on the side. And as you can see, paintwork just very good all round. Has got an aftermarket Remus carbon covered can on there. So mainly a lot of people put those on because the standard cans are just very big, very bulky. Some people just, a little bit of weight saving, also a little bit of mid-range improvement with an aftermarket can. Has got a comfort GTR 1400 cover on there as well as the same sort of tank pad. As you can see, decent sized luggage, which can be fully removed, so you don't have to have them on there all the time. And I say this side as well. You can see obviously the shaft drive, so pretty much maintenance free really. No chain to adjust, no chain to actually have to lube or anything like that. Once you've had a bike with shaft drive on, it's always seems a bit of a bind to go back to a bike with chain drive, because you just ride them and forget about it really. Another nice little touch on there, you've got the little storage compartment on the tank, so if you are touring, you can bung your coins in there for your peages and your passports. Semi-keyless, so as long as you've got the fob on you. So the bike runs through its diagnostic, settles down. Obviously a fair bit of information in there as well. So there we have it, yeah. Probably one of the best all-round